Okay, so example 5, evaluate an expression involving a half angle, and we're asked to find the exact value of cosine 112.5 degrees. So in our quadrants, 112.5 degrees is going to be in quadrant 2. And in quadrant 2, only our sine value is positive. So it's going to be negative. Now we're going to use our half angle formula. And our cosine of theta divided by 2 needs our angle to be written in this format. So we need to change 112.5 to 225 divided by 2. So our formula is going to be minus, and it's going to be 1 plus cosine of 225 divided by 2. Now if we were to look at on our unit circle at 225, so that's going to be here. Our value for cosine is going to be minus 2 root 2. So we need to substitute this in. So 1 minus, so it's plus minus 2 root 2 divided by 2. So this is 1 minus root 2 over 2 divided by 2. And I'm going to multiply my terms by 2. So these will cancel. And I will be left with, forgot the minus. So we'll have 2 times 1 is 2. Minus root 2. And this is over 4. But the square root of 4 will just leave us with 2. So our final answer is going to be minus 2 minus root 2 over 2. Okay, so a question. So we have 5a, find the exact value of sine 75. So the first thing we need to do is write down the formula. So sine, so this is going to be 1 minus cosine theta over 2. So we need to write 75 in this format. So this is going to be sine theta over 2. So this is going to be 150 divided by 2. So we have 1 minus cosine of 150 divided by 2. Now we need to decide if it's positive or negative. So 150, 75, actually we've got 75, so 75 is in quadrant 1, and all our values are going to be positive, so it's going to be positive. So let's substitute in our value for 1 minus cosine. So instead of cosine, we are going to write the value of 150, and this is going to be minus root 3 over 2, and this is divided by 2. So now to simplify, I'm going to multiply all my terms by 2. So this is going to be positive. So this is going to be plus root 3 over 2, which I'm going to multiply by 2. And this is going to be over 2 multiplied by 2. So 1 times 2, so that's going to be 2. These are going to cancel. So plus root 3. And then taking the square root of 4, it's just going to leave us with 2. So it's just that part that's in the root. And there's the final answer. Now, we're going to check our answers are correct. So this is how we can do. So we were asked to find sine of 75 degrees. And we worked out that 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 is the same value. So if you put both of these into our calculator, we can check. So sine of 75 will be 0.9659258. And if we put this 2, root 3 over 2, into our calculator, 0.9659258. So they are correct. Okay, so guided practice 5b, find the exact value of tan 7 pi over 12. So tan, what do we know about tan? Well, tan of theta, the half angle is, it can be written as sine theta over 1 plus cosine of theta. So we're going to use this formula. What do we know about the angle? So 7 pi over 12. So if you're not sure where the angle is, 7 pi over 12. So you can times it by 180 and divide by pi radians. So this will give you, tell you where the angle is going to be, which is 105 degrees. So the angle that we're going to be looking at is going to be in quadrant 2. And in quadrant 2, only sine is positive. So our angle is going to be 210 degrees. So it's going to be 210 over 2. And if we were to write this in radians, this is 7 pi over 12 divided by 2. So this is going to be 7 pi over 6. And we need to write this into our formula. So we have sine of theta. So let's change that to 7 pi over 6. And then 1 plus cosine of 7 pi over 6. So now we're going to look at the unit circle and see where our values are. So sine of 7 pi over 6. This is going to be minus a half. And we have 1 plus, now cosine 7 pi over 6. This is minus root 3 over 2. So we need to multiply out our values. So we have minus a half divided by 1 minus root 3 over 2. And to eliminate the 2's on our denominator, we can multiply by 2. So multiplying all the terms by 2. And these will cancel. So this will leave me on the numerator with minus 1. And then on the denominator, I'll have 2 minus root 3. Now, I need to rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to multiply this by 2 plus, by multiplying by the conjugate, and 2 plus root 3. Okay, so we need to multiply out our terms. So minus 1 times 2 is going to be minus 2. Minus 1 times root 3 is minus root 3. And then on the denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. And then minus root 3 times root 3 is minus root 9, which is minus 3. And then this will be minus 2 minus root 3 over 1. So that is the final answer.